Whenever Indian youth is hearing the term called shadi, they always say maybe later or maybe never. Once the biggest milestone in an Indian's life, marriage is now being questioned, delayed, or even outright rejected. But why? What is changing so fast in India's social fabric that the very institution of marriage is now losing its hold on the youth? So let's talk about some number first. In 2011, 29% of Indian men aged between 25 to 29 were unmarried. In 2023, that number crossed 40%. For women aged 25 to 29, the percentage rose from 21% to 32% in the same period. The average age of marriage in India has risen from 22.1 years in 1990 to 28.7 years for men and 25.4 years for women in urban India. Urban metros like Mumbai, Bangalore, and Delhi report a growing population of never married individuals above age 30. Marriage registration in cities like Pune, Delhi, and Chennai has dipped by 12 to 17% over the last decade. So, this is not just a trend, it's a massive shift. Ask any 25-year-old boy in a metro today, शादी कब कर रहे हो? The reply is either career set हो जाए पहले or still figuring things out, and they are not wrong. In today's India, job security, career goals, startups, content creation, everything is booming. With rising competition, inflation, and the cost of living, people want to stabilize their finances before committing to marriage. More women are becoming financially independent than ever. With independence comes the freedom to choose, including the choice to not to marry. Young men are also feeling the pressure of becoming financially eligible first. In simple words, it's like survival plus stability is equal to marriage, and that is not wrong. But hey, शादी तो लाइफ टाइम का रिश्ता होता है ना. But in the age of swipes, breakup, healing, self-love and therapy, the definition of love is definitely changing. Dating culture is booming. People want to explore, understand themselves, understand others before they commit. Cohabitation, live-in relationship are on the rise in urban India. Emotional and sexual compatibility are being prioritized before legal or societal approval. Add to that fear of toxic relationship, mental health awareness, fear of being stuck in a mismatched or abusive marriage. So basically today's youth is saying that I'd rather be single than to get married with someone that I'm not happy with. The fourth segment is the fear of divorce. Let's not forget the divorce rate in India, which although still lowered compared to the West has tripled in the past 2 decades, especially in urban settings. From 1 in 100 to almost 1 in 20 couples divorcing in metro cities like Delhi and Mumbai. This is a red flag for many youngsters. They have seen their own parents' unhappy marriages or messy divorces of friends. Marriage in India is no longer seen as forever bond but a risky contract. And when that risk includes emotional trauma, financial instability, especially for men under new maintenance laws, many are asking why take the risk at all. The next segment is the financial burden of Indian weddings. Shadi in India isn't just about two people. It's about 600 guests, gold worth lakhs, lavish venues, social status. An average Indian wedding costs anywhere between 10 to 25 lakh. Many young couples in India now question that why waste that money when we can use it to travel, invest, build a home or start a business. The wedding industry might be thriving, but marriages are shrinking. Next segment is the gender expectation and pressure. So basically, men are tired today. They are scared of being reduced to ATMs, of dowry demands masked as gifts, of one-sided alimony laws. Women are also tired. They don't want to become unpaid caregivers or sacrifice their career post-marriage. They are tired of becoming bahus first and women second. Marriages in India still comes with roles and expectation. And most young people today are asking why should I compromise my identity for a relationship that is supposed to empower me. The next segment is about parental pressure versus personal choice. Parental pressure is still huge, especially in middle class households. But for the first time in decades, youth are pushing back. Thanks to the internet therapy, urban exposure and economic independence, many are finally able to say no. Early marriage was a way to escape family control. Today not marrying is a rebellion. Some even say, why should I marry just because society tells me to? If I am happy alone, what is missing? The next segment is about the rise of singlehood and alternative lifestyle. Welcome to the age of digital nomads, conscious singles, LGBTQ plus identities, open relationship, late marriages and lifelong bachelorhood. The pressure to settle down by 28, it's being replaced by the desire to travel, grow and be free. In fact, many studies shows that many single people in India report higher satisfaction and autonomy in their lifestyle than those stuck in unhappy marriages. So the last segment comes with a question. So will marriages die? Marriage isn't dying in India, it's evolving from arranged to choice, from duty to desire, from family imposed to self made. So the real question is not why aren't young Indians marrying? It's what kind of marriage is worth saying yes to in 2025. And until they find that answer, they are choosing self respect, freedom, and growth over societal pressure. To all those young Indians out there, you are not late, you are not broken. You are just choosing yourself first, and maybe that's the bravest thing one can do in today's world. शादी तो हो ही जाएगी, पर खुद से प्यार करना सीख गए तो जिंदगी बन जाएगी. तो दिस इज इट फॉर दिस वीडियो गाइस. मैं मिलता हूँ आपसे अपनी अगली वीडियो में ऐसे ही किसी इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक के साथ. तब तक के लिए गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड नाइट, गुड आफ्टरनून, व्हाटएवर सूट्स द बेस्ट. बाय बाय.